Because if it is too far and traffic is a bottleneck, it may affect the success of the project. But this is the time, this is the season that God has ordained this project to start. And so we are grateful to God for it. We have the support of the community as much as possible. They've been very good people. Because it's not everywhere you buy land for that long and you split your land, whether it is water or not. But in this case, they've been very good people to us. And in fact, they are here. They are right there. They are happy that something like this is coming up in Arepo. So about this project, if you look at it, driving in from Arepo, last year when we wanted to come, that was when they were doing the internal road of Arepo. Is anybody, are you familiar with Arepo? That was when they were doing the internal road. It was so messy. They were using red sand. So I came and I just said, again, I just ran back. So when I came this January and I saw that the place was ready. I said, okay, now this is the time. So as much as possible from there are 3 access into Wera. So our estate falls inside Wera. Wera is an estate that was created by residents that bought properties here. Everybody just formed like an association. Are you following me? It's not like an estate like efficacy. We develop an estate and the people buy into it. So they formed the estate and we're happy with what they are doing so far, because if there is no cooperation there, you will see that every road here is paved. It will be paved. So there's a level of cooperation within the community that we also have been able to tap into, and then we're happy to partner with them. We are giving our support as much as possible. All the residents here are so excited with what is happening here. So coming into Arepo, I'm sure you saw a security entrance at the gate there. They stop you. That's the main entrance. So there are 3 roads that lead to that entrance, because they have gotten a lot of questions that there's a narrow entrance that you are coming in through. So apart from that narrow entrance, there are 3 other roads that leads to the entrance of Wera. This project is about 40 acres. We are going to be having bungalows here. We are going to be having terraces. The new bungalow we are doing in Monastery Road is what we are bringing here, which is this you are seeing. We are bringing bungalow. Arepo is actually a prime location in these houses, on these houses. So if you leave Baga, I can tell you, people would rather live here than live in Oba or Abulega. Especially if you are working on the island or you are working, I know a couple of civil servants that stay inside this Arepo. And if you compare also estates around here, the cheapest estate around here that I can say is about 40 million, and it's not a well-known estate. The last one is Property Mart. How many of us Property Mart? They are right at Wawa there. You can also get to them once you cross this road here. This one, please, their land also extends into this one. They have 60 million. I'm sure you know TA Gardens. TA Gardens on the other side. Who knows the price of TA Gardens? 50 million, 60 something million, 70, yes, and their own is 500 square meters for TA Gardens. And TA Gardens is even more water than this place, because they are on the side of the Ogun River. When they open the river, when they open the Ogun River, it doesn't get here at all. At all. We will drop some images and drone images of this area for you to see. At the back of this place is a canal, so all the water here drains into it. So you will see that this place is mashed up. As I yesterday, there was nothing like this here. But because as we are spreading out, we are choking the water is not flowing. So from this weekend, our small buggy will go in, clear to the drain there. There's another drain on this side, so the water will find its level. So this place is not affected by Osun River Basin when they open it. That's a question I often get, and we're on this side, so we have none of those issues. And if you go by this direction again, before you know it, you'll be getting to, let me see, you'll be getting to Ogijo in Ikorodu. So this direction goes there. This straight road also goes to Ikorodu. But as you're going down, you just see some swamps, but not a far distance. Any day government wants to do. So this is the tentative layout for now. There's a stream here, it's still far away, it just looks that way. So we are channeling water to this place and the rest. So we have an undeveloped area here too that we have not put in the planning. So we'll be having bungalows, we'll be having terraces. The terraces we're having here is very similar to what we have in Abijo, our terrace models on the island. It's the same thing we are doing, the same prototypes with the bungalows and the rest. So this area, when you also come to Ogun State, when it comes to title, it's different from Lagos State. You know, when you go to Bejuleki, you hear of excision, gazette, and all of that. So Ogun State has different ways of acquiring title. One is there are many freehold lands in Ogun State. Okay? Freehold means people that own the land from time immemorial. Government did not acquire. There's no global acquisition in Ogun State, except for government now say they want taking an acquisition for an estate or whatever and the rest. But Arepo, because it is within a prime zone in Lagos State, in Ogun State, any property that is within 2 kilometers to the express is called 2 kilometer corridor acquisition. Do you have a surveyor here? Anybody is a surveyor here? Is there anybody that is a surveyor here? Nobody. So they call it 2 kilometer acquisition, 1 kilometer once it is close to the express. So they do that. But in this land, in this area also, you know OPIC. How many of us know OPIC? Okay, so OPIC is also giving power to acquire land around prime areas in Ogun State. But this place is OPIC release acquisition. There's no acquisition, it's freehold. Our CFO is ongoing, payments made, all of that. So there's no acquisition in this place. Are we together? So when your clients buy from us, they are going to be getting a deed of assignment between us and them, and they'll be getting, they'll go and process their own governor's consent as much as possible. Titling in Ogun State is not a big deal. As much as possible, it may not be as fast as Lagos, but it's not as complex as Lagos. Lagos may be faster in getting title, but it's more complex. Ogun State is not complex, but it may not be faster. So that's the way it is. So, but as much as possible in this place, we are going to be focusing more on infrastructure. We do not want to make the mistake we made in Big Bungalows Phase 3. Big Bungalows Phase 3 was a lot of water than this. Those that know when we started, it was, in fact, we had a dredger sink into that land and we could not bring it out. That is how big Bungalow Phase 3. So for people that always complain, Big Bungalow, a whole dredger, at least a dredger is higher than this soil to this tip, to the highest point there. As I speak to you, that dredger is it's still under the ground there. We couldn't bring it out. In Big Bungalow Phase 3. Now that's how deep it is. So and God helped us, we've conquered a large portion of the land. And so here we know that it's not going to be a problem. God has helped us, they will help us here. So we'll fulfill this place also. And at the same time, as we are doing this place, we are also mindful of timing. So our delivery here is 18 months, starting from 18 months. And then why did we say 18 months? When you are reclaiming and working in the water area, there's something that is called curing. You have to allow the soil mature into a natural state as much as possible. If you look at this place, you are seeing what, like I told you, there was nothing here yesterday. What you are seeing is over 1,000 cubes of sand. They are seeing here. How many square meters has it covered? But as the construction goes on, vehicles move on it. It will be assuming a natural state gradually. But we are in a hurry, and because my client has made full payment. My client has made full payment. He wants his house. Everything is a process. So I'm saying it ahead of time because I don't want us to be under pressure, and so we can educate our client. This project delivery is 18 months. We are not building on dry ground. We are reclaiming. We are clearing. So the normal thing is when you are working on this kind of a place that has shrubs. So after you clear, you also need to bring out the roots. The roots, that's the next thing. We just did this for launching, for you to launch. So from Monday now you will see a swamp. Okay, we'll bring out all the roots, stockpile them, and then now continue your sand filling. The disadvantage if you don't do that is you would actually sand fill a tree, the root of a tree, and over time it will decay. And when it decays, it creates a void. A void in this, so this place will collapse inside, and whatever house you built on it, it starts seeing cracks. So as much as possible, we'll avoid that. So our delivery is 18 months. But be rest assured that this place is going to be very, very fine by the grace of God. I'll be here to take questions if you have any questions from title to construction models, the type of buildings. And then we are going to be changing prices from when did I call it? 10 days from now, 15th of April. Please, I want to beg us, as much as possible, we want to be. We know that I'm going to do videos today, but by 15th of April, allow us to make profits. Let me beg you. 15th, Jerry. When we started talking about this place since February, since March. I know people have been selling, they've been coming, and that's the essence of pre-launch. That's the essence of pre-launch. You can't keep a price at pre-launch forever. In fact, let me tell you. So if there are some filling a plot for 16 million, what is the pre-launch here? It's a loss. How much are you going to send? And we're still going to do other administrative fees, commissions, office. There's a loss. So as much as possible, when people buy pre-launch, they will take it serious. They will know that you've given them a good deal. If you go to this neighborhood, you won't see any land within our price or any property within our price. So as much as possible, we'll be increasing the price on the 15th. The bungalows, the detached bungalows that we're doing, exactly what you see here is going to be 40 million. And then the semi-detached will be 30 million. And they will have the terrace, the 2-bedroom terraces will be 35, while the 3-bedroom terrace duplex would also be 45. We will send these details to you across our platforms and as much as possible to your groups. But as much as possible, I'm very, very mindful of the timelines of this project. It's bungalow is 3 months, maximum 4 months, but there's a lot of things that will be done before you build the bungalow. All right, do we have questions? Microphone, there's somebody here, let's start with her. Hello, there's somebody here first. Okay, go to her, let me give her my microphone. Go to her.
Good afternoon. So my question is, somebody buy the land, not the house. So when is the person expected to have the land that he or she bought delivered to him?
For people that buy land also that is not building, allocation will start in the next maximum 6 months. Okay, so because by that time we would have mapped out, though we will first of all reclaim areas we are building, and that's intentional. So if we reclaim areas for land first, there's a tendency that they'll buy land and they'll just disappear. You don't want to enter an estate and you see bush first before going to the house. So as much as possible, if you look at the layout, so here we are putting a sports center. So this place we are doing now is where we're putting this sports center. We're going to do this one first, and then we have bungalows this way, then terraces this way. So that side where you are seeing those flats are the terrace areas. So we'll start there, and then just after here, we'll also have the land. Yes, you have a question.
So I noticed on our way here, we're stopped at the gate. Would we have issues if we are coming here with our clients?
No, just mention every case.
Just mention it.
Yes, just mention it.
Then secondly, for those buying lands, do we have any specific design for the estate?
Okay, yes, our estate almost has a prototype. As much as possible, 1-story building maximum. I mean ground floor and first floor. 600 square meters, you can only have 4 families there. Only 4 families. Okay, so I got somebody took me up on a debate yesterday. I was like, his client has 300 square meters. He wants to do 2-bedroom on the ground floor, and on the upper floor another 3-bedroom flat. I said those are 3 families, right? 3 family, averagely 2 family has 2 plans. Is that not what is usually the norm? When we see cars parked inside 300 square meters, media, we are blocking others. Can we move back a little bit? Yes, let's move back a little bit. So where would you park 6 cars inside 300 square meters and then you're having 3 families? At the end of the day, this person will violate estate rules, yes or no? Yes. They start parking on the road. So to avoid any unnecessary issue, and when you go to an estate that is well organized, where people understand their boundaries and their limits, that estate will appreciate. It will be fine and the rest. So one plot 600 square meters can only be 4 family units. That's assuming you are doing 4 flats, or you do. Do you know how they rent house in Arepo here? You don't know. Our workers that are working here, that's one of them. But where's Said? Let's come and tell us. How much did you rent the 2-bedroom? No. I wish you wouldn't sit down. You won't stay there. It's only workers that are staying there, but they are hearing me. Workers that are staying there. So averagely, if you come to this place, you are looking for any 3-bedroom flat apartments. Flat is at least 1.5 million, 2 million. Yes. Here in Arepo is as high as 1.5, 2 million. The one they are staying is just site workers staying there, and they are collecting 700, 1,000. It's not somewhere you want to stay. So it's a place that the value is very high, and as much as possible, if we do it very well, we'll command more value than even the other estates around. Property market, if you go to property market also is very expensive. If you go to tea gardens, it's also expensive. So those are the two estates that we can look at around here that we are trying to match whatever they are doing and do better than them. Okay. Any other questions? Yes, Adam. Okay, let me hear from you and then we'll go to you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, sir.
Wonderful presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I agree too.
You talked about tea gardens. Now, tea gardens, when they fill, even the road, it's very hard. Whenever that water is released, it doesn't affect them. Okay? So I've noticed your properties on the island, you are a construction company, and that's excellent. That's why at times I don't bother when it comes to swampy areas. But we need to get something straight. The water history of every area is important. You need to get that in cognizance before setting up your foundation. We're selling lands here, not only house. You could do well for your house. What about the land? What length are you filling it up to? If you look at this place, it's sloping. We talked about a canal because of the release of that dam.
No, the canal here is not connected to that dam.
That dam flows into Arepo. The last time you came, you covered houses.
That other side.
That other side. So we are confident that we check that aspect of the water engineering. Then what level are you feeling to when it comes to the land? Then what level will the client feel to build his house? We need to get that in there. This helps to market, because if you look at that foundation there where it stays, where will the road reach? So this the real problem or challenge here, not problem, is the aspect of the flooding and the water, the drainage system ways. So if you can get that here, of course, this place can sell in record time. Thank you, sir.
So let me re-explain the drainage design again. So please, I'll need your attention. This is the road you are coming in. This road terminates on our property. Okay? Yeah, cool. This road terminates at our property here. So we've done a topography survey. So from our topo, you can see this stream. This stream is the one that goes to Redeem Camp. So it's not connected to Osho River. So the Osho River, that when it is released, it goes through Kara, floods the other bridge, and this other side of Arepo. That other side is not connected to this side. Before this area. So when the water, when it is released, there's so close to that place. We don't get it at all. So when you talk about exactly. No. It doesn't affect anything. Let me explain to you. And that is what I'm saying. No, that is not where I am referring to. Okay? So okay, so let me use this. This is our one house, please. Hello. One house, please. One house, please. So this is where I'm standing now. This is the main road we came in through. This state road. Okay. So anywhere this road, when you get to the gate, nowhere there is affected by any water. When you get to that gate, if you are going now, as you pass this gate where security stopped you, you can go right or you go straight. If you go straight, you will see the road keeps coming down. That is not the route that most of you pass. When you go straight down, that road will come again, you will bust out to that market road that is not paved. That portion is low. That portion is the side that I said is usually flooded. Alright? Water does not cross from that side to this side at all. We are almost like this road is like a hill, creating a barrier between that side and this side. So also, if you go up this way and then you turn right, after the gate, there's another slope to your right that goes down. That gate is locked. And this one, I think they said it is the Peter Rufa. That side is down, but no water from release there affects it. It's just a low area because this is not the direction of flow of that water. Assuming you have the bigger screen here, I've told somebody to do a drone We have a drone image of this area. We'll drop it on the WhatsApp group. So you can actually watch a drone video. You will see all the direction. This water just goes all the way to Obijo, Redeem Camp. It's not the one connected to the Ogun River. So when it comes to our topography survey, already we are standing about 2 meters above the natural ground of this place when we started. So meaning that if you enter those shrubs that are there, that will not field, these shrubs here, they'll be higher than me, or almost my height. Those shrubs they are seeing there, right here. So we are almost like 2 meters above the natural place that we are now. Okay. Now when we now go to the back, this stream is still lower than where we are. But waters are not flowing because there are many trees here, which is stopping the flow of this water. So as much as possible, we will create a drain to drain here. Our landscape extends to somewhere here. We have a dredger here, which is also connected to this place. So the water here drains to this place. So our site will be 100%. Most of the development you have seen here, because they are doing it on one plot, they don't have the capacity to do what we are doing now. So everybody is like, the person building there now is doing a piling. But as much as possible, if he had the capacity, he would have actually just sand-filled everywhere there and do his post sand-filling test, whether it is piling or this thing or that. But he has to do whatever he's doing in isolation without bothering his neighbors. So that's what you are saying here. Alright. So when, okay. This is the level, your level of response. And most importantly, the drainage system has to be very okay to lead to the stream that leads to the income there. So I just wanted to. Okay, so let me add to what I said. Let me have the layout, please. Have you been to this next turning, 2 turnings from here? Yes. Okay, look, there's a channel there. There's a channel there. There's an estate there. They did what you did here. No. I'm not talking about that estate. Okay. That estate did not use sharp sand. They used they did first. The estate at the end of this road. When you get to the military base there. No, before the military base. After this turning, there's one turning. There's a second turning there. That second turning is where our land is. You will see that there's a channel that has been created. That channel has been created in the last almost 8 years. That channel, the water there has never risen up to a certain level of defense that has been there. That level is the level we transfer here. 3 years ago, when the dam was released, this place was released. Not our own particular spot. When you are saying, if you are going, no, I'm not arguing with you because you are a resident, okay? When you are going now towards that exit at the end, you will see that you go down like this. Alright? After where we have the military and then that tank vehicle, military tank, you will see that that place is like the lowest portion going this way. And when they were reclaiming, in fact, they didn't do anything because I was still there 2 weeks ago. I went there specifically with one of our staff here and the Monilas there. We went there specifically just to go and see if they succeeded. So their own is far lower than this. Actually, that's what it is. Okay, and we'll take your information as a caution. We will not treat away and we will see what we do. Thank you, sir. Yes.